Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how you all doing? You alright? Welcome back to the channel. It's good to have you back. Welcome to the late night show. Just let me get sorted here. Unfortunately, I don't have my laptop or my proper mics at the moment. I'm having to set this up as soon as I get started. Give me a second. I just need to open YouTube so I can talk to you guys. Just give me a hot minute. My mic's on in it. Everything's all on. Yeah, good. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the infectious madness of Dr. Dekker. This is an FMV game. This is by Wales Interactive. I've played a couple of their games. They're on my playlist. I should really go through the videos and put them in a playlist. Anyway, enough chit chat. Everybody sit back. You got snacks? You got food? You got a coffee? You got a cup of tea? Right, everybody sit back, relax. Let's go.
The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker?
I can see people's dreams.
I've set up an experiment.
My dad is trying to hurt me.
Quantum suicide. Have you heard of it?
If I concentrate hard enough, and I know when the person's going to be asleep, I can have the dream with them.
Well, let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood.
It feels like the paintings are watching me.
Sometimes, when I walk through a door, it takes me somewhere else. Literally, somewhere else.
God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman evolve. What was once chaotic becomes, well, more ordered.
Starts as a door-to-door saleswoman. Double glazing, probably.
Dr. Dekker, I think we both know what you dreamed about last night.
I've seen its silhouette changing through the window.
Because he thinks I'm evil. Because I can see things other people can't.
On the basis the central component of our universe is chaos, science can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time.
I did what you said, Doctor. They arrested me.
Which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world, no matter how much chaos that would cause.
I thought you were supposed to fix me.
I'm telling you, it's eating people. And you're just laughing.
You're insane, Doctor.
Listen to me! You're not listening! It's your only bloody job!
Okay, this is going to be fun.
Doctor, you're late. And after all those promises, never mind, let's not keep the patient. You're late. And after all those promises, you're late.
Doctor, you're
and
late.
after all those promises, never mind.
Act 1, who are you? It's a good question, actually.
Doctor,
Hello.
you're late. And after all those promises, never mind, let's not keep the patients waiting. And if you want anything, just... Oh, sorry, I forgot. I'm not going to be here. The police still have some questions they want to ask about, you know. And then after that, I'm dropping in to see Ben. He's still in shock, and I thought we'd show we cared. We do still care, don't we, Doctor? Good. Anyway, I hope you're all caught up on Dr. Dekker's tapes. I think Mariana is in first, but I'm sure they'll all become a blur by the end of the day. I'll see you later. Or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. I'll leave it to you then.
Wow. Okay. That's a really nice looking chair. Okay, is it giving me the option to choose people? It is. Okay, what happens if I push? Tell me what's wrong with you. Tell me about Dekker. What's wrong with you? Tell me about yourself. Okay, let's go.
Dr. Dekker was a complex man. I spent a lot of time with him, but he won't remember it that way.
Oh, hang on. What does that do then? You should follow this up. Definitely follow this up. Or remove. Oh, well done. Done. Okay. So what's that notes then? I should find out what's wrong with him. Okay. Tell me about Dekker. We've done that.
Dr. Dekker was a complex man.
Right, so that lets us
I spent a lot of time with
replay.
him, but he won't remember it that way.
So that lets us replay what we've just seen, so we can study it. I'm guessing. I've never played this. This is a different one. I've never played this one by Wales Interactive. Why should I remember that?
As far as Dr. Dekker was concerned, we had Monday, then moved on to Tuesday. But me, I had Monday 5, 10, 50 times before I got to Tuesday. It's like those montages you get in movies. Time passes, you wake up, shave, if you feel like it, shower, get dressed. What's the point? You get this day over and over. Nothing changes. Am I in purgatory, Doctor?
It's called depression, isn't it? I'm not finished with this guy yet. Why does nothing
Sometimes
change?
it looks different. Sometimes the bird song will change, or the weather will be less bleak, or that person who nodded at you yesterday doesn't do it today. But it doesn't usually change. You need a tragic event for change, like a murder.
Interesting, okay. That doesn't mean he's done it, he's just having a conversation, alright? Don't jump on him. Alright, it presents us with different things, okay. Why purgatory? Tell me about yourself.
I'm Nathan Peel. I'm a supermarket worker from, well, hell, really.
That's why you're depressed. Okay. What else you got here? Why is Dr. Dekker... what do you know about the murder? What tragic event?
Dr. Dekker's murder was sudden, brutal. It's terrible. But Doctor, 2 weeks. 2 weeks I had of rolling days. No do-overs. No Monday, Monday, Monday. I wouldn't kill anyone, though. I'd have to keep doing it, wouldn't I? Few things seem to move me forward.
Okay.
Because I'm stuck between this day and the next. Most of the time, anyway. I didn't see the driver. It was my fault. I pulled out and the lorry just rammed me. Well, Hannah. She was sat next to me. I was in shock, obviously.
Okay.
When I came to, she was so close to me. It was like she was trying to hug me. But it wasn't right. Not natural. Bits of metal pushing through her. That was 5 years ago.
And that was Hannah, was it? What else you got to say? Are you here because of an accident? Who is Hannah?
My fiancée. My childhood sweetheart.
Okay.
We met at secondary school. She was head girl. I was the quiet one. She liked computer games, so I instantly fell for her. I proposed in Goldshire. She said she didn't date elves, so I leveled up to a human necromancer and asked again. Sorry, it's Warcraft?
Uh-huh.
We spent a lot of time on there.
Okay. 5 years is a long time ago.
I was fine for quite a while after the accident. Well, being treated for depression. I thought I was cured. It was only recently after meeting Dr. Dekker that I had a strange deja vu. I'm exhausted. Doctor, is our time up?
One more question. Actually,
I've
I've got a
shrunk for
couple.
that already. If I had that day again, I wouldn't make the same mistake. Hannah would still be alive. We probably have a family by now. I haven't had any relationships since then.
Okay.
I saw the conflict that Dr. Dekker was going through. Let's just say you might look back on your life and think there's nothing you would have done differently. No 2 days were alike for him in the end. Like he couldn't decide what to do with himself. I watched that Bill Murray film, Groundhog Day, to see if there's any clues. To see if there's any clues. That's how bad it's gotten. I'm looking for a cure in a Hollywood movie.
That's bad.
Can you help me, Doctor?
No.
I don't know how, but thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome.
This is our first time around, and I trust you.
Decide what to do.
He was like a kid in a sweet shop. He had so many options, he didn't know what to do. I suppose if you take too long picking, all your options run away. No, I can't move backwards any more than a day. I don't really seem to control it. It's generally always on. I have to try and change something to move forward. We played World of Warcraft a lot together. I guess it's not the cool thing to do anymore. But we had a lot of memories there. To be honest, it reminds me a lot of life now. The same thing over and over again. Bring me X bunnies to make a stew. Y badger teeth. Rinse, repeat. Maybe I'm just grinding life.
Okay. What the hell have I downloaded here? You mentioned a montage.
Most of my days a blur. I'm not sure if it's the sleeping tablets I'm on or just how I've learned to switch off. I'm on temazepam. Dr. Dekker prescribed them for me. He thought I would sleep through to a whole new day. I didn't.
What else can move him forwards? Okay. Why are you grinding life?
I'm not really fit for work anymore. I work in produce at the local supermarket. That mainly involves lifting heavy crates of fruit and veg into place for people to buy. And doing that over and over again.
There's nothing wrong with that.
My muscles don't seem to have grown much. I think that maybe I'm not aging. When the day resets, I just reset with it. I used to be a builder.
A job is something that pays you. Doesn't matter what you do. A job is something that pays you, you know? Just saying. We've all had shitty jobs, you know? What do you think about your aging?
57. Kidding.
What? I was just going to say.
If you spent the whole day at the gym and then repeat that day and not go, you'd have achieved nothing.
That's because he's not exercising, you see. Going to work is actually working the body. Exercising and going to the gym and doing regular exercise, that's how you improve your body. But going to work doesn't do that. Trust me. Perhaps you should ask someone else a question. Okay. About the murder. Hello.
I'm Mariana. Are you feeling okay?
I've got a weird one here, haven't I? Okay, let's have a listen. Yeah, I'm feeling okay. No, I'm not feeling okay. Oh, interesting. To be honest with you, I don't like her attitude. It's bollocks. I might slap it back at her.
You got a lot of new patients, huh? Don't worry, we don't bite. Well, most of us.
See? What do you know about the murder? Why are you here?
I think you're supposed to tell me what's wrong with me. Isn't that how it works? The police keep picking me up for public nudity.
Do you know anything about the murder? Why have you been picked up for public nudity? I'll ask it.
I black out. And then the next thing I remember, I'm naked on the beach.
That's alcohol.
Like I've been washed up on shore. Nobody's pressed charges yet, but I can feel it. The police are getting suspicious.
About the murder. Do you often black out? Tell me about the beach.
I work for myself. I make bracelets from things I find on the beach and sell them online. I spend a lot of time at the beach. It's just way more relaxing than anywhere else. You should come with me one day. I can show you all of the sights.
No, I know what she's talking about. I go surfing, or I used to a few years ago in Cornwall, in England. I used to go surfing quite a lot, and I love it. It is relaxing. Do you know anything about the murder? Do you often black out? I was asking about the murder.
Well, that's why you're here, isn't it? You've replaced him. He was a good listener. I hope you are.
Now I understand. I've replaced the original doctor that was here. So as well as helping these patients, am I trying to find out what happened to Dekker, Dr. Dekker? Why have I got a message in my note? Has blackouts. Does she remember anything during? Okay, sustain any injuries? Should follow this up. Definitely follow this up. I'll remove one. Right. Let's have a look here. Hang on. When do I go that way? It replays, doesn't it? It just replays the conversation. Why was he a good listener?
Dr. Dekker could really get inside you. It was, unsettling. But you let him do it. Part of the process, I guess.
I wonder if she's actually seriously got a condition, bless her, so I'm going to ask her.
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange, as I can hold my breath for a really long time. But I'm not swimming before I black out. Dr. Dekker thought it was anxiety originally. Then he worked it out.
Okay. What did he work out?
He eventually decided it wasn't anxiety, but I'm not going to tell you his final diagnosis. We should have a fresh start. I don't want you influenced by the prognosis. I want to stop having the blackouts. I want to stop waking up at the beach. I want to remember those entire evenings. Can you suggest anything that might help?
Do you suffer with anxiety?
I film myself doing, lots of things.
I gathered.
But it's not so easy to do when you're blacked out.
She's got beautiful hair, isn't she? I love the colour of her hair. Got another note here. Has black hair. Perhaps Maria should stop going to the beach or have someone watch her record. Okay.
Will you do it for me? Will you watch me to see what happens?
Do you suffer with anxiety? Yes, I'll watch you. I really don't know what to say to this lady. It's a bit weird. Not gonna lie. I'm a bit uneasy with this. Yes, I'll watch you. Okay.
So, it's a date then? I'll let you know when.
No, it's not a date. I didn't say it was a date. But she's kind of pretty, you know. I didn't say it was a date.
Dr. Dekker thought I had generalized anxiety disorder. GAD, because of the blackouts. He thought I was breathing badly. Do you think I'm breathing badly? You can check my breathing if you want. Do you want me to lie down? Can you tell just by looking at me? I'm not worried about it, just if you are.
Hi, Spuddy. How you doing? Sorry, viewers. One of my buddies is actually currently watching the stream. So, hiya. How you doing, Spuddy? You alright, dude? Sorry, mate. I was completely zoned out on this. Maybe holding your breath makes you black out.
I'm not sure holding my breath too long is causing blackouts. I mean, it could, but I don't remember ever having a blackout when I'm holding my breath.
Good evening. Yo, how you doing, dude? You alright? Thanks for joining us. Nice to meet you. How you doing? Fist bump. Right. What are you doing before the blackout?
I normally black out when I'm dancing. I like dancing. Do you like dancing?
Completely. Love dancing. Absolutely love it. Yes, I like dancing. No, I don't like dancing. Where do you dance? Maybe dancing causes your blackouts, sorry. Yes, I like
Cool.
dancing. I'm
I
going to be a
dance
friend.
to anything with a beat.
Me too. Okay. Everything that's been said so far has gone straight into the back of my head, honestly. I'm sort of taking everything in. It's kind of weird. It sort of forces it in. This is not like the typical game that they usually make. It is a movie game, you know, but this is a bit different. This is interesting.
I
Where do you
dance a lot at
dance?
nightclubs. I know most of the nightclubs around here. My favorite is the Pearl because they sell cheap vodka shots all night.
I told you. See, alcohol. I used to be a bartender, trust me. Maybe dancers cause you blackouts. Maybe alcohol causes you blackouts.
I don't drink.
Shit. Maybe you're just a raving nut. Interesting. Maybe dancing causes you blackouts.
You think my dancing causes my blackouts?
I don't think it does.
No,
It
I
made
know
me
it's the
say it.
last thing I remember, but I don't think it's that.
It made me say it.
Sometimes I remember more, but I'm tired now. Is that it for today?
Are you feeling flirt? No, I'm not saying that. I don't think she's actually flirting with me. I just think she's a raving lunatic. No, I'm joking. Why do you think people press charges? Do you ever find your clothes after the blackout? Is your hair wet when you wake up? What sort of question is that? Why do you hold your breath? Tell me about Dekker. How long have you been a patient? Oh, Jesus Christ.
Dr. Dekker was fine. He had good relationships with his patients as far as I know. I'm not sure why anyone would want him dead.
No worries. I hope it looks alright on the big screen, dude, honestly. I hope it does. What do you think people press charges? Is your hair wet when you
When I
wake
wake up, my hair is dry, but it's pretty hot at the moment. I get baked quickly by the sun.
Pardon me. Bad floorboard.
It's possible I've been in the sea during my blackout.
I'm not. I'm gonna ask it.
Wow. Let's get straight to it then. I'm not sure I feel comfortable speaking with you about that at the moment.
It's up there. I have to ask it. I didn't think. See, I said she wasn't being flirty. What do you think about people press charges? Do you ever find clothes after you black out? No, that's. Do you keep going to the beach?
I love the beach. Until somebody tells me it's going to kill me, I'll keep going. Have you ever been addicted to something, Doctor?
Yep. Do you find your clothes after you black out?
I never find my clothes. I don't know why I'm naked.
This bird is messed up. So this is why I'm not a psychiatrist. Couldn't do this for a job. I've got to ask
I guess
it.
people see me and call the police. But someone will take offense eventually, and I'll be charged with indecent exposure.
No, I've never been addicted. How does this all make you feel?
Like you're not listening.
Sorry, what'd you say? No, I've never been addicted.
That's a shame. You need to have a passion for something, Doctor.
Wow, that was deep, okay. How long have you been a patient? Since I was 5.
I've been a patient here for 3 months. Today is my patient birthday. Do I get a cake or something?
No. I'm doing good. Enrolled on a course in mental health and assistant. I've got it. Good, damn. First bump means... Hey! Excellent, dude. Dude, that's well good news. Excellent. I'm so happy for you, man. Let me know what your tattoo looks like as well. Sorry, viewers, I've got a chat running as well. You can come on YouTube and watch, you know, just saying. Why do you hold your breath so much? Yes, you can have cake. I'm just, okay, yeah, you can have cake.
That is so sweet. Thank you, Doctor.
Help me. Why do you hold your breath so much?
I hold my breath when I'm swimming underwater. Most people do. Sometimes, if I'm really excited, I'll hold my breath accidentally, just for a few seconds. I don't know why.
I'm just going to stick a chocolate in my mouth. Hang on a minute. I've got some of these lovely walnut whirl swirly chocolate thingies. They're lovely. This is all someone else's question. Okay. Oh then, okay. Who are you?
I'm Elin. I'm
Hi.
25 and I'm a nurse. God, I sound like I'm on one of those dating shows.
Sorry. It's really nice. You mentioned dating. Yes, you said a dating show. What type of nurse are you? What problem? Tell me about Dekker. What type
I
of
work in a
nurse are
nursing
you?
home for the elderly.
Okay.
I basically do end-of-life care.
It's got to be a hard job, isn't it? You mentioned dating. What's the end-of-life care? It's written right there what it is. I'm just saying. What are you here for? I've got a note. Tell me about Dekker.
I started seeing Dr. Dekker a few months ago. I thought it would be nice to have someone I could talk to about work. It can get a bit stressful sometimes.
Now, let me check my notes quickly before I start asking her another question. Sorry for writing your notes. Say hello to Ellen for me and let me know. Okay. Been talking a lot. Wonder how this makes her feel. She stopped going to the beach. Right. You mentioned dating. Why does it get stressful sometimes?
It can be sad sometimes. I don't like losing a patient, but that's the job. I don't get stressed about it or anything.
Okay. All right. Are you lying about being stressed?
It's not the job that stresses me. It's the people I work with, the other nurses. They're mean to me.
Okay. Okay. Right. Sorry, guys. I'm literally panning to the comments every now and then. Sorry if I miss a comment. You mentioned date. I'm going to ask this just to get it out of the way. All right.
I'm not really looking for love at the moment. I'm sort of married to my work, but in a good way.
Yeah, me too. Nursing. How are the other nurses mean?
They call me the angel of death because so many patients have died on my shift. I don't think they mean it. Obviously, it's not my fault. It just seems to happen that way.
Right. End of life care. I've got to ask that now. Sorry.
Usual things. Making sure the patients are comfortable. Making sure they're not in any pain.
Yep.
And I talk to them. I keep them company. Some of them get pretty frightened about what's coming.
And then you stab them in the
those
eye.
of them that aren't out of it on meds. I comfort them.
Okay, this is interesting. This is interesting. It's weird. I'm really trying to suss their body language, their eyes, everything else like this, but you got to remember they're acting at the same time. It's kind of weird. Why are your patients frightened? Something out of your meds. How many patients have died on your shifts? Have you got a note that... hang on a minute. Have you got a note that... pardon me.
Terry's one of the other nurses at the home. I don't think she likes me very much.
Okay. How many patients have died on your shift?
3 last month. 3 the month before that, I think. But only 1 so far this month, so that's good. Although one of my patients, Hilda, I don't think she's got long.
YouTube, don't demonetise me. Some patients out of the meds.
I don't like it when patients are heavily sedated, especially when there are alternatives, like herbal remedies. I mean, imagine if you only had a few days or weeks left to live. Would you want to spend it asleep?
I wouldn't mind being high as a kite, I'm not going to lie to you. Have they stole that couch out of the common room? Yeah. She's hiding something. Yeah, I don't trust the woman either. I don't like her either. She's got pure evil behind her eyes. I can see it. She is hiding something. You're right. Get her. I say we jump her. Yes, I'd like to sleep through it. Why are your patients frightened? No, I wouldn't like to sleep through it. You mentioned herbal remedies. Tell me about Dekker.
She's one of the crotchety ones. Always swearing and spitting at me. Never got anything nice to say. Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep or something. She doesn't bother me, though.
Yep, completely off our rocker. No, my diagnosis, her cheese has fallen off her cracker. You know, she's gone. It's Wonderland in there. You know, you can actually see the breeze going between her eyes. Anyway, right, tell me about Dekker.
I've known a lot of doctors over the years. Most of them arrogant idiots who think nurses are just there to do their bidding, or worse. Dr. Dekker was different. He had a lot of time for me. He was interested in my problems.
And now he's dead. All right, now he's dead. Do you like Dekker?
He was a bit offbeat, but yeah, I liked him.
Cool.
But then I like most people.
You mentioned herbal
I'm
remedies.
a qualified herbalist. It's okay, you can laugh.
Is there such a
Most
thing?
people think herbalism is a joke. But I'd much rather help my patients sleep at night with valerian or passion flower than lorazepam, temazepam or zolpidem.
Okay, I get that, but you know a lot of words. You know a lot of... Okay. Why are your patients frightened? Yes, I'd like to sleep through it.
I wouldn't. I'd want to see every sunrise and every sunset. I'd want to feel every breath. Everything gets more vivid near death.
Psychotic? Why are your
Death
patients
is frightening,
frightened?
isn't it? Isn't it what everyone's afraid of? The great unknown. No one should have to face that alone.
No. I've been seeing Dr. Dekker. What do you know about Dr. Dekker's murder?
I think it's terrible what happened to him. So awful. No one deserves to die like that.
Just going to let my brain suck all this in for a second. Okay, I'm ready.
I'd been seeing him for about 9 months, I think.
Yeah, I've interrogated her enough. Why are you here? Tell me about Dekker. Not who are you. I'm gonna go the other way this time.
Well, according to your predecessor, I'm a delusional psychotic with obsessive tendencies. Oh, and a history of violence.
We can be friends.
Sounds so cold when you put it like that, though, doesn't it?
She done it. No, I'm joking. She seems nice. Who are you?
My name is Claire Castleford, and as I'm paying a small fortune for these sessions, I'd expect you to be up to speed, Doctor.
Sorry. Okay. Why are you paying a small
Being a witch
fortune?
has its perks, but honestly, I would give it all up in a heartbeat if it could free me from this madness.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Okay, that's bullshit. Okay, say it with me. Bullshit. Talking about your opinion. Right.
I'm obsessed with my husband. It's absurd, really.
Okay. What history of violence?
To be fair, there was only one violent outburst. That hardly qualifies as a history of violence. And he provoked me.
Yeah, you say things that you're actually not, Claire. Maybe. Tell me about your violent outbursts.
I stabbed him with a steak knife. Shocking, isn't it?
Actually, stabbing him with a steak would have been shocking, you know? The knife's pretty normal, that's what most people do. I'm just weird. Tell me about your delusions. Ooh!
Delusions. As in seeing things that are not there. I'm not going to be any more specific. It's not true in any case. I'm not delusional.
Why is it absurd? Why did you stab him?
It was a brief moment of temporary insanity. Or temporary clarity, I'm not really sure which. David had been having an affair with his assistant optician, Iris. How predictable.
Here we go.
Not just the affair, but an optician named Iris.
An optician called Iris. Sorry. I didn't see that one coming. You think these jokes are bad? I should tell you about my sex life. Anyway.
Because he is here. And he shouldn't be.
Why shouldn't your husband be here?
To be alive. He almost died.
Yeah. But you can sit down, you have to keep getting up, you know. Why did he almost die?
My husband is not a well man. We've been having problems for a while now.
Because you keep stabbing him, you psychotic. Why isn't he? But do you really want me to ask this question to this game? It's quite clearly he's not.
His health, if you can call it that, has been deteriorating rapidly in the last few weeks. I can't cope with caring for him anymore.
Because you keep poking him with. How has his health deteriorated? Oh, God. Tell me about caring for him.
David has trouble looking after himself. Sometimes I'll leave the lake house and he's just sitting in the rocking chair on the porch. And when I return the next evening, he's still there, just staring into the stars. He needs help, I know, but I can't hire anybody to care for him. Since our altercation, he's become less and less active. His mind's become less and less active too. Such a delightful conversationalist at one time, now more of an enigmatic husk.
Enigmatic husk? What did she just call me? Oh, I've got to ask about the lake house.
David's staying at the lake house. It belonged to my parents, but I don't use it much anymore. I have the main house to myself.
What do you mean by altercation?
I tried to hurt David once. That's why I'm here, isn't it? I'm not proud of my behaviour, but I was very angry. It was a private matter, though. The police should never have been involved.
Do you often get angry?
I never used to get angry. Ever. If you're angry, you're not in control. Isn't that right?
Yeah.
And it would be very bad for me to lose control.
Oh. Sorry. Sorry. I'll shut up. Sorry. I'll be quiet. Good excuse that. Brief moment of insanity next time you're caught speeding. Oh. Why is it bad to lose control?
Let's save that for another time, shall we? I'm rich, but I'm not made of money, and I'm fairly sure my time is up.
God. Okay, if you say so, lady. Tell me about Dekker.
The most shocking thing about Dr. Dekker's death is that he didn't bring it upon himself. But then I hadn't known him for a very long time. Perhaps I was wrong about him.
Noted. Okay. Is that it now? Who is David? Why was the police involved? Do you think Dekker was suicidal?
Dr. Dekker just had that look about him. You know what they say about us crazies. Takes one to know one.
Who's David?
Keep up, Doctor. David is my husband.
Just checking.
The police seem to think I'm dangerous. I'm only sitting here talking to you because I have a lot of money. Otherwise, there's no doubt I'd be thrown into prison for a very long time. That's why I need your help, Doctor.
That's what happens if you put a knife in your husband and not in the steak, okay? You can have that one for free. Why do the police think you're dangerous? No, aren't you? Why aren't you in prison? Because he didn't press charges.
I suppose after what I did, there are people that might think I belonged in prison. What do you think, Doctor? Can I be saved with therapy, or should I be locked up like a dangerous criminal?
Did and didn't answer my question. You should be locked up? No.
You have a lot of faith in your abilities. That's good. I look forward to being completely cured.
Interesting, okay. I've never played a game like this before. I have got 2 others as well that I'm going to stream at some point, like this. Why do you think you're dangerous?
I assume they think I'm dangerous because I stabbed my husband.
Perhaps you should ask someone else a question. Okay. Okay. Who are you? What do you think of Dekker? What's your problem? What is your job? Let's go in very carefully here. Who are you? Let's not ask him who he is. Let's say, what's your problem? What is your job?
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
Oh, fucking hell.
And people are dying quicker.
Sorry.
than we can bury them.
Alright. What do you think of Dekker? What's your problem?
Originally, I was suffering with depression. Work was piling up. I kept missing deadlines. I wasn't used to all the failure. I got depressed.
There's people literally that are dying to have his job. Just, sorry. What do you think of Dekker? Why are you depressed?
You'd think being a gravedigger had its perks, but it can be very stressful.
No shit.
There's a trend going towards burial rather than cremation again. And as well as running out of space, we're running out of competent gravediggers. At least ones that can use a shovel, that is. I'm not feeling anywhere near as depressed as I used to, though. Not since I got the extra hour.
What's the extra hour?
At midnight each day. Time as you know it freezes. In my world, it just slows down to almost a stop. But I don't. I'm free to wander around and do as I please. An hour later, normal reality continues. It's my very own midnight hour.
Okay, this is... She passes out, she blacks out, she knew nothing, she was off her head. And this guy clearly is not in the same dimension as us fellas.
It's a bizarre thing to know you have an extra hour every day. I rarely ever sleep until after midnight now, so I can appreciate the extra time. I get a lot of work done in that time. I'm completely caught up. The depression is no longer an issue. 25 hours is a blessing for me. But apparently, it's not real, and I'm insane for thinking it is. What do you think, Doctor?
I'd like you to prove it. I want to see this hour. What do you think of Dekker? I don't think you're insane. What do you do in the extra hour?
In the extra hour, I mainly catch up with work. It's a godsend. Sometimes I play chess against myself. It relaxes and strengthens the mind all at once.
Okay.
I thought it would be too early to make a diagnosis, but it's good you're having a go anyway.
What do you think of Dekker? Why is it hard to find someone who can use a
Henley Church, where I work, is located on an old Norman motte and bailey. You can't use mechanical diggers or excavators there in case you destroy a relic.
Okay. What do you think of Dekker? What sort of relics? Tell me about the church.
Henley Church is relatively small. Well, for the number of bodies they expect us to pack into the ground, it's relatively small. The whole building was once owned by Scientologists, but they handed it back to the community as a tax break, I believe. Or they'd finished doing whatever it was they wanted to do with it.
Do you believe in Scientology?
I'm not sure I believe in any religion anymore. I used to believe in God, but not anymore. There are too many religions to pick from, don't you think?
Okay. Yes, there are too many religions. No, there are not too many religions. What sort of relics?
I stumbled across a relic myself. An ancient chess piece. A queen, I believe. The best chess piece. The most freedom of movement. But they took it away immediately and proclaimed the whole east side of Henley Church a protected site of archaeological importance, which means we're not allowed to use it until the archaeologists have finished. I wish I hadn't told anyone.
What is going on in this game? What is going on? Jail him. Oh. This is a weird game, isn't it? This is a really weird game. What do you think about that guy? It's too many religions. I'm going to agree with him. I'll be honest. My mic's just going to be
Then we
funny.
agree.
There we go.
Have you watched Zeitgeist, Doctor?
Yeah.
Some of it is believable, and the part about most religions stemming from the same basic facts. It's more likely they've all got it wrong than one of them has got it right.
Yes and no, I'm guessing. Who are you?
I'm Bryce Hemmings. You must be the new doctor.
That's right.
Did you know Dr. Dekker?
No, because one of you guys probably killed him. No, I don't know Dr. Dekker.
He was an antagonistic psycho. I hope you're not from the same school of thought. I didn't really like Dr. Dekker, and for quite a few reasons, actually. I'd rather talk about my own problems for now, though, if you don't mind.
Jail him. Yeah, chuck him away.
Dr. Dekker would say one thing and do another. He would push me to do things I didn't want to do. He was getting worse towards the end.
Go on.
I'm surprised he didn't kill himself.
The fudge cake, did he just say? No, do I go off the subject and stay cool with him, or do I keep going? Let's poke him a bit.
Yes, Dr. Dekker was murdered. Quelle surprise. Murder does seem a bit harsh, doesn't it? And another grave to dig. I know as much about it as you do. Less, I would imagine.
Do you like chess?
I like chess. I still play sometimes when I can find an opponent. There's nothing more satisfying than planning scores of moves in advance and then watching things unfold as you saw them. I shouldn't have told anyone about the Queen.
Why do you like planning moves in advance?
I do like to be in control, but then I suppose most people do. Nobody wants life to carry them along helplessly. Everyone wants to kick against it and make their own way. Do you like to be in control, Doctor?
Weird. Yes, I like to be in control. No, I don't like to be in control. I'm a bit of both, to be honest with you. I'm completely in the middle of these. You know, I like to be in control, but at the same time I like life to throw whatever it can at me. Because we're here for a good time, not a long time, dude. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm going to say yes.
If you like being in control, you'll have a tough time here. I saw it with Dr. Dekker. Such control, such stability. But he unraveled at the end.
He went nuts talking to you lot. How did Dr. Dekker unravel?
He couldn't keep control of everything, of everyone. He just set us up like dominoes, but we all toppled in unexpected ways. You'll find it all out in time, Doctor. Just not today. Can't have your head exploding, can we?
Try me. What's the question? Who else have we got here then? I haven't got anybody else to ask. No, I can't do that with her. Why are your parents frightened?
Death is frightening, isn't it? Isn't it what everyone's afraid of? The great unknown. No one should have to face that alone.
What's causing these patients' deaths? So far, Right, how do I enter a question? Is this game serious? I could just ask a question then. How the hell did I do that? There's no way I can do this.
Sorry.
I can't argue with that. I don't know what day it is. Maybe she should ask somebody else. I haven't got anybody else. How do I change things here? How do I get... I've got like these... See like what next to where the names are? There's yellow dots. I wonder if that means anything. I've asked people... I've asked all the questions to everybody. See, look. So now I'm a bit stuck. Let's have a little look here.
I'm not really fit for work anymore. I work in produce at the local supermarket. That mainly involves lifting heavy crates of fruit and veg into place for people to buy, and doing that over and over again. My muscles don't seem to have grown much. I think that maybe I'm not aging. When the day resets, I just reset with it. I used to be a builder.
How long has David been married? So... This has gone a bit weird on me now. Who is David's? Why are the police involved? Lake House. What do you mean by altercation? Did you get angry often? Lose control? Tell me about why isn't he a well man? This is just going over the conversation again, isn't it? As blackouts assume anything during. Okay. I can't change next day. Are you sure? Yes. Oh, we have to go to the next day.
Doctor, glad I caught you. I thought you might want to hear what Ben had to say. Quick catch up?
Okay. Tell me about Ben. How well do you know Dr. Dekker?
I'm not sure Ben will be coming in for a while. He's still pretty shook up about finding the body. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often in the line of work he's in. Anyway, he said he found the body at exactly 20 minutes past 10. For some reason, the first thing he did was look at his watch. That's all he'd say before he'd shut down. The police weren't very talkative either.
Okay. Who is Ben?
Sorry, didn't you know? Ben's one of the night shift cleaners. I'm sure he's got some tales he could tell. Yes, Ben found Dr. Dekker's body on Valentine's night in his office. In your office.
Well, there was going Valentine's Day. She was going.
Yes, you know, the 14th of February, the day of love. Or remembering a massacre. Whichever's more you.
Duff. You mentioned the police.
The police wanted to know what I was doing Valentine's night, you know, when the body was found.
Mm-hmm.
I was at home, all on my lonesome.
Bollocks.
So I guess that makes me a suspect.
Yep. Who else is a suspect?
I think the police want you to make a short list of suspects, or maybe even find the killer. You're seeing all the patients that were on the books when he was killed. There was no forced entry, so they think it might be someone he knew, or someone who had access to the office. Yeah, like little old me.
Little old me knows a lot, don't we?
Do you think I'm a suspect, Doctor?
Yeah, I do. Completely. Maybe ask a custom question about how Dekker died and see what side of clues you get. Yeah. It goes a bit weird suddenly. Yes, you're a suspect. How well did you know Dr. Dekker?
I wouldn't say we were best friends, but we did spend a lot of time together. There's only two of us that work here. I'm sure we'll become friends too, Doctor. Just try not to get murdered.
Okay, yes, you're a suspect.
Oh, well, I wasn't expecting that. I suppose everyone's a suspect at the moment, even you. They did mention I needed grief counselling, though, and I said you'd sort me out. I know you didn't agree, but I thought I'd let you know. That's very kind of you.
She's the devil. She did it. It's her. Do you know Dr. Dekker was killed? Why did anyone want to kill Dr. Dekker? Did Dr. Dekker have any enemies?
I wasn't really in his social circle, so I don't know if he had any friends. In terms of enemies, I heard things get heated in his office sometimes, but I won't name any names.
Did you know how Dr. Dekker was killed?
I don't know exactly, but a stabbing of some kind. We'll be getting the autopsy through at some point. I'll let you know when.
A stabbing of some kind. Well, it was either a stabbing or it wasn't. She's hiding something. I can smell it. Clef's in crime scene. To kill Dr. Dekker, maybe you should name names.
Susan, Annabelle, Melissa. There are some names, but they're not names of anyone I know.
Were there any clues left at the scene? Want to kill? I'm going to ask that one.
I didn't see it myself, so I don't know. But I heard it was a bit of a mess with all the blood and everything. You know, they have people who clean up after such things, though, so you really can't tell, can you? But don't worry. That's a new chair.
Why is it a new chair?
All I know is the police took his chair. Forensics, I suppose.
Why would anyone want to kill Dr. Dekker?
He was stabbed, so that's quite a personal thing to do. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of the patients who had a problem with the treatment they were getting.
Stood on a bit of Lego once. Nearly killed me. Just saying. Do you think about a patient, Dr. Dekker, because of the...
I'm just surmising. If you're unhappy enough to kill your therapist, they're probably not doing a very good job.
Perhaps she just asked someone else a question. Shit. I've got no one else to ask, though, again. Let's go to this next day. Are you sure? Yeah.
I'm having a loot day.
A loot day?
It's a do-over day. You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again?
Fuck. That's not a name, sorry. Yeah.
You didn't know that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah?
Disneyland. You met Hannah playing Warcraft. You met Hannah actually at school and you played Warcraft.
Well done, Doctor. Yeah, we met at secondary. Wouldn't it be funny if my day loops if you fail to get a question right?
Didn't think of that. You met Hannah playing Warcraft. Yes, it would be funny. No, it wouldn't be funny. Yes, it would be funny.
I suppose it's funny for you. You won't remember. Anyway, I think I'll probably head home. This isn't helping.
Goodbye. Okay, what's this? Nothing? Oh God, I've broken the game. Oh, next day, sorry. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm having a loot day.
Oh, okay. What do you mean by loot?
It's a do.
Yep. Joe's my assistant. Okay, so this is testing me now. You met Hannah playing Warcraft school.
At secondary school.
Yep. You met her... What? Phil?
Dr. Dekker gave me this pill. He told me if I took it, I'd never have another loot day.
That's why it brought me back.
It's got a small skull and crossbones on it. Should I take the
change
tablet,
the
Doctor?
dialogue. I actually said the right thing to him before. You met Hannah... Yes, take the tablet. No, don't take the tablet. Do you ever see the film Total Recall? Swallow it! You ever see that?
You're cool. I don't think this is getting us anywhere, though. I'll see you tomorrow.
Fucking taking that shit is not going to get you anywhere. It's gone again. Like all my girlfriends. Next day, bring in the twit.
I'm having a loot day.
Yep. So am I now.
It's a do-over day. You won't remember it. What's the name of your assistant again? Well done. Yeah. I never mentioned a pill this time, or a tablet. What the hell is going on here? Are you reliving my days?
Right. What do you think I'm revealing your days?
Something somewhere has changed since you arrived. Like some kind of sim theory.
What is going on? My brain's going in 4 different directions at the moment. This game's a bit crazy. What's Sims theory? That we're all Sims living in a...
It's a thing. Some professor believes we could be living inside a computer simulation and someone is controlling us. And there are millions of these Sims. And someone, somewhere behind a keyboard is just causing havoc. I'm starting to think, Doctor. Wait, don't answer that. I don't want to know.
Getting fed up with this guy. I was going to go Gravedigger, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the brunette lady at the moment. She's got a little sparkle in her eye. Next day, button loadout, help. Right, next day. Are you sure? I'm positive. I can't do anything
Midnight
else.
each day.
On Valentine's night.
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10.
Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home.
David is my husband.
All on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death.
When I'm dancing,
You get this day over and over.
Hilda.
I black out.
I don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just...
Naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
Deja vu. Are you sitting in exactly the same place I left you last night? Oh, that's where it all starts, Doctor. Anyway, do you think you can fit me in today? Looking at the diary, it's just the usual suspects, and you must be getting sick of them already. I've got this for you, too. It's some more footage from Professor Alderby that was hiding away. Well, come find me if you need anything.
Okay. Bye. Can I see that footage she's given me? Where, square. What's square button do? Aha.
Nothing, of course. The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker?
Rather. Quite, yeah.
Him. God. The great old one.
The big cheese.
The elder god. Cthulhu. However you address him. Listen to me! You're not listening! It's your only bloody job! Well, let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood.
Okay.
God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman evolve. What was once chaotic becomes, well, more ordered. Without chaos, he has less power. When there's too much order, he becomes impotent. So he needs to instill chaos again. And do you know how he does this? No! And yes, but you're being too granular. He needs chaos so he can return, and the only thing stopping him is you. Not just you. You and people like you. Psychiatrists, doctors, nurses. Anyone who is caring for people who are losing their sanity. You have no comprehension how important your job is, do you? He doesn't need your version of insanity to spread. He needs chaos. It's not the same. It's just a means to an end. They're not all cultists, unfortunately. Once you see the truth, it's hard not to spread chaos yourself, to cause further insanity and harm your own. I doubt it. But can I make you question your reality? Definitely. But in doing so, I would be promoting more chaos. On the basis the central component of our universe is chaos, science can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time. As, by definition, chaos is unpredictable from one moment to the next. Which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world, no matter how much chaos that would cause. In 10 seconds' time, there will be no gravity in this room, and we will float.
Sorry.
3, 2, 1. You think nothing happened. Where's your glass, Doctor?
The hell is going on? How are you today? Oh, God. Think of you. Pardon me. Really have got to get those floorboards checked. What are you doing on Valentine's Day? Nothing, really. Sitting at home doing nothing.
I was at Henley Church on Valentine's Day, visiting Hannah's grave.
Okay.
It's the
I'll shut
anniversary of her death. Her parents wanted a huge funeral with all the trimmings. Hannah would never have come for it. It does give me somewhere to visit. I got to write the epitaph.
Epitaph? When did you leave Henley Church? What is the epitaph?
We walk alone without our angel.
Nah, that's gone right over my head, that has. Leave Henley Church. Are you religious?
I'm not religious, but when I wrote Hannah's epitaph, I knew her parents would want some acknowledgement of the great bearded one. But she was an angel to me. She was an angel to everyone.
How are you today?
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it. Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I just wanted the day to move forward. I instantly regretted it. And lo and behold, here we are, a new day. Hannah's clothes are a pile of ashes.
Wow. What do you guys think? This is pretty much. This is mad, isn't it? I've never played a game like this before, ever. I'm off to bed. Hope your game is enjoyable. No worries, Spuddy dude. Have a good one, man. This is a bit of a weird one. What do you guys? Why did you burn Hannah's clock? He just said because he wanted to move forward with the day. It was looping, and he regretted it. Think of you. When did you leave Hannah's church? Do you feel lonely?
I've been alone since Hannah. I can't imagine anyone ever replacing her. Not that I've looked. Do you think I should look for someone else?
I'm not telling you what to do.
I left Henley Church about 11 o'clock on Valentine's Day. I was talking to an archaeologist who said it uncovered some fossils resembling a strange cephalopod-like creature. Strange place to find an octopus, really.
What?
Do you think I've got something to do with Dr. Dekker's murder? Maybe you should ask your assistant who Dekker saw that day.
The plot thickens. Yes, you look for someone else. No, look when you're ready. What are you doing in the time of day?
It was a missed call. It was Valentine's Day, so I wasn't in the mood for conversation.
Why are you burning? Think of you. You should look for someone else.
I've kept almost all of her stuff as she left it. It's just the clothes. I decided to burn those yesterday, so here I am. Hannah loved clothes. Every season, she'd donate her entire wardrobe to some charity or another, and only buy stuff she loved. I was left with winter. I don't even know what her favourite season was. Does it matter? What's your favourite season, Doctor? If you like spring, you're supposed to be optimistic and creative. Well, that explains why we're still having these sessions.
What does Dekker think you? Yes, look for someone else. Look when you're ready.
Dr. Dekker felt that Hannah was holding me back. The memories of Hannah. In his opinion, I was holding on to the past. So I guess he cursed me. If that's even a thing. Yes, Dr. Dekker cursed me. I don't really want to talk about it, but let's just say I blame him for the way I am. Can you give me some advice, Doctor?
That's interesting. What advice do you need? No, you look when you're ready.
Thanks, Doctor. I appreciate that. I still don't think I'm ready to move forward in that respect.
Good for you, lad, and don't. Good for you. See, now you're thinking for yourself. See? First it starts for you. If you look good, you'll feel good. If you feel good, you'll do good. All right? What advice do you need?
I've been trying to think how I can get past today. I've come up with a couple of choices. I could set fire to Hannah's photographs. I've got them in Dropbox anyway. But setting fire to the clothes did the trick. Or setting fire to a rocking chair. She sounds like an old lady, but she loved that rocking chair, which I've not sat in since. Which one do you think's best?
Burn the photos. Don't burn anything. Don't burn anything. Go and put SpongeBob on or something.
Photographs it is then. I'll let you know how it goes.
Shit, what have I done? Instructions were unclear. Now the house is on fire. Wait for it. Tell me about your mother. What was your favourite season? What happened with the archaeologists? What is a celeptopod?
It's a sea creature, like an octopus. I suppose they find dinosaur bones everywhere. Just because we're on land now doesn't mean millions of years ago this place wasn't at the bottom of the ocean.
It's true, you know. It was. Tell me about your mother. What's your favourite season? What happened with the archaeologists?
She was interested. Maybe I misread. Maybe she was just being kind. I suppose most women wouldn't enjoy me talking about my dead ex for hours.
I'm bored already. Tell me about your mother. What was your favourite season?
I like winter. Being snowed in with Hannah. Just the two of us. It's paradise.
Oh. Tell me about your mother.
Dead. Thanks for bringing that up.
The game made me ask, dudes. Right, who else have we got here? What can you tell me about Dekker? Oh God, here we go again. Where were you doing on Valentine's? I was on the beach.
I didn't do anything on Valentine's Day. I washed my hair and then I walked along the beach for the whole night. It's actually true. I saw one of your patients, actually. The nurse. She was on the pier with someone. Pretty much all of the night, too. So I can vouch for her, even though she probably didn't see me.
I bet she didn't.
I haven't been back to the beach since our last session, and no blackouts. New doctor and new hope. You're much better behaved than Dr. Dekker.
What can you tell me about Dekker? Why am I better behaved?
Dr. Dekker dated his patients. That's not good behavior, is it?
I wouldn't know what to say to that one. I really wouldn't. What can you tell me about Dekker? What patients did he date?
I think her name was Scarlett? One of his patients, an older woman. I guess that's how he liked them.
How do you feel about going back to the beach?
I haven't been back to the beach since our last session. Kind of missed it.
Ooh. My back. Oh, it's alright now. I fixed it. I'm all good. I'm fine. Right. It's a lovely dress, isn't it? Why have you missed the beach?
You do something a lot, you're gonna miss it. I suspect I'll go back there soon, but it's helped with the blackouts. We went out for drinks. Didn't you know? He said it was a breach of something or the other, but I can be pretty persuasive when I want to be.
Now, more like you thought you were going out on a date and he was actually being a psychiatrist and actually playing along. God, my brain's going to... If you hear a loud pop, that's my brain, okay? Just saying. Just go out for drinks. How are you? Okay.
I know, it's pretty hard to believe, isn't it? I feel pretty ugly. But I think I have a nice smile.
Yeah, but you're ugly on the inside. Do you just go out for drinks? You're not ugly.
Yeah, drinks. I think Dr. Dekker ordered neat whiskey. I had water. I don't drink.
Me neither. Why did you have drinks with Dekker? You're not ugly.
Lots of people find me attractive, but I've seen something truly beautiful. It makes me feel dull by comparison.
Go on. There's some sort of thing in the story here. There's some sort of item or some sort of something scary or something in the background of the story here that they are not telling me. It is slowly drip feeding it to me. There is something going on in between talking to these guys, finding out about a doctor's death. There is such a deep underlying story to this about something, and it's slowly giving it to us, you know? What beautiful thing have you seen?
I have a recurring dream where I find something beautiful in the sea. But I don't know you that well yet, Doctor. Let's wait a while before I tell you my most intimate secrets.
Sorry to cut in, Doctor. I've just had a phone call from a solicitor. Ben's trying to sue us for nervous shock. Should I go and see him to talk it out, or should I find a solicitor to represent us? Sorry to be pushy, I just think we should act quickly before it's too late. Okay, well, just let me know.
Intimate secrets? Why do you have drinks with Dekker?
Wouldn't you like to know? Is our session up now?
Honestly, lady, what you do in your bedroom is your thing. It has nothing to do with me. I really don't need to know, you know? That's your game. That's nothing to do with me.
I guess it was a couple of days before Valentine's Day. It wasn't a date or anything. I noticed in our sessions that he'd been acting a little strange. He just didn't seem right. I wanted to find out what was wrong.
I've got another thingy here. I thought Miss said she didn't drink. She didn't drink. So you were seeing Dekker. You were really washing your hair. Have you been dancing?
I've danced around in my living room, but no clubs since last time. I like dancing around in my underwear.
Me too.
Sometimes less.
Me too. Seeing Dekker, are you ready washing your hair?
People are quick to put labels on everything. I suppose Dr. Dekker was more than just a therapist to me. We had a lot of things in common, but we weren't seeing each other.
But then she's telling me the truth. This is the thing. Is she putting me off? Is she lying? You try to judge what they're saying and who's right and who's wrong and who's a good and bad person in this, but you can't. You have to let the story unfold first before you can really start to do things, because it keeps changing. That makes sense? I don't even know what I just said, so apologies for that. At the moment, you're really washing your hair.
Some girls say that they're washing their hair when they don't want to go out, but I was genuinely washing my hair.
No,
Do you think my hair is pretty, Doctor?
I'm not answering that. It is actually nice, you know. She looks like the bird from Fifth Element. Do you ever see that film? That film is awesome, man. I love The Fifth Element. It's such a cool, laid-back film. You still seeing her at the moment? Why do you feel the need to ask? It's pretty. Yes, your hair is pretty.
I'm insecure, Doctor.
Yeah.
Isn't it obvious?
No, your hair isn't pretty. Are you seeing someone at the moment?
I'm not seeing anyone at the moment. Are you offering, Doctor?
Yes, I'm offering. Yes, I'm offering. No, because I don't. She's not that. She's actually quite a nice lady. The game's betraying her to be evil, and the truth is she's actually not. That's what I'm thinking. She's actually one of the nicest people on this couch. No, I'm not offering. Yes, your hair is pretty.
It's such a mess. But thank you.
No, I'm not offering.
It sounded like an offer to me, Doctor.
It's not an offer. How are you today?
I haven't had a great day, to be honest. Someone accused me of stealing from my patients, which I would never do.
Make a killing, did you?
Plus, Hilda's getting worse.
Accused of stealing. What are you doing on Valentine's Day? You mentioned.
Hilda's the one I mentioned in our last session.
Yeah.
She's dying. I can tell. I need to see her before it's too late.
But isn't she the one that you called all the names under the sun and said you didn't like her because she was spitting at you and doing things like this? What are you doing on Valentine's night? I keep saying night. What were you accused of stealing?
This? Well, it started with this. It's a locket. Alice, one of my patients, gave it to me before she died.
What do you mean it started with this? What were you accused of stealing? It started with this. There's more to it. What else have your patients given you? That was nicely worded, I like that. Can you tell me anything else about Dekker? What else have your patients given you?
I have a few other things. A watch.
Wallets.
A ring.
Teeth.
One patient gave me a little china bird. They're not valuable, just trinkets, really.
Apparently, right. Apparently, there's only 17 different things you can do when you lie, when you tell a lie. Imagine learning all of them and how true and sure maybe remembered from the whole movie. Interesting. She watched it in a chip pack. It's a weird game. Have you guys ever seen this game before? I only just found out it was on the store today. You know, I only just literally found it. I must have gone past it 1,000 times. They're all trinkets.
Strictly speaking, all of the patient's belongings should be passed on to family members after they die.
Yeah.
But Alice's son never visited. He didn't care about his mum. Why would he care about some worthless piece of jewellery? It just doesn't feel right to me. What do you think, Doctor?
You stole
I want
it.
to keep the locket.
You stole it. You stole it, you dirty monkey, you're a thief. Yes, it's wrong, keep the locket. No, it's not wrong to keep the locket. Wait a minute. Yes, it's wrong to keep the locket. During Valentine's night, can you tell me anything else about Dr. Dekker? What do you need to see? Anyway, what do you need to see?
Help her finish her unfinished business. People who are dying always have things they wish they could do before they go.
Complete
We
Elden
leave
Ring.
a lot of loose ends in our lives.
Elden Ring beat
We're very
me.
messy that way.
I will complete Elden Ring, I promise. That was a lie. Alright, we all know I tried. Sorry, I'll carry on with this. To keep the locket. Anything else about Dekker? What's an unfinished business?
Hilda wants to see her daughter. She's in Australia, so I'm going to have to use my talent.
Okay, I did know a good boomerang joke. Give me a minute, it'll come back to me. Sorry. Right. What talent?
I can change my skin.
Fuck. I mean, what?
What I look like. I can turn into a patient's loved one. I just hold their hand and ask them to imagine that the person they want to see is sitting right here next to them, and I become them. It's how I help them move on. That's how I comfort them.
Okay. So basically when people are on their last legs and their lights are about to go out, they might see loved ones or... I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. To keep the locket. Yes, it's wrong to keep the locket.
I don't don't see the harm. Alice wanted me to have it. You and Terry and all the other nurses just don't understand.
And all of the other thousands of people, yeah, that say it's wrong. How does it comfort them? Can you tell me anything else about Dekker?
I only shift at work to help my patients. I don't have any interest in using it as a party trick or to deceive anyone.
What are you doing Valentine's night?
Actually, I had a hot date. It wasn't anything serious, just some guy I know.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a nice date, different to what I'm used to.
Okay, this is getting a bit interesting. Very, very slowly, it's... What was this date different?
It was very traditional, old-fashioned, you know? Dinner at a nice restaurant. Then we went for a little walk along the pier. Held hands, had a bit of a kiss. Then he called a cab, and I went home.
And
alone.
ran away, yeah. And he ran away. What time did you get in the cab?
I think it was about
11?
11 when I left Max. I'm sure you could check with the taxi company if you really wanted to. If you think I need an alibi.
Nah.
Yes, I had a session with Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day. 3 o'clock, I think. Just a few hours later, he was... I still can't get over it.
Who accused you of stealing? Interesting. Who was your date with? How was Dr. Dekker on Valentine's Day? Oh God, there's so many questions I could ask you. How can you tell when people are dying? Well, usually they go, you know, I'm just going to be quiet. Who accused of stealing?
Of course, it was Terry that accused me of stealing. One of the other nurses. She's actually trying to make out that I'm some kind of HSK. Healthcare serial killer. You know, like those nurses that kill loads of their patients.
Fancy
I
that.
suppose you haven't heard of it.
No.
Anyway, because a few of my patients have died on me, and some of those patients have given me gifts,
Sorry.
Terry thinks it means that I've been killing them off.
She must work in the dead centre of town. How do you tell when people are dying?
I can sense it, you know?
Do you remember South Park?
It's like when you're outside and there's a sudden change in the light or the air feels different and you know it's going to rain. It's like that. I always know when one of my patients is fading, even before the doctors know. Their energy changes. It sounds silly when I put it into words. I sound like my mum.
Who was your date with?
His name is Max. He's really sweet,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't see a future between us. He's not really my type.
And why are you with him?
I've known Max a couple of years, but this is the first time we've been on a date. I don't think he's boyfriend material.
Okay.
Dr. Dekker seemed fine on Valentine's Day. He seemed to be in a good mood. It didn't seem like anything was bothering him.
Should check Ellen's alibi with the taxi company. That's what I was thinking. That's where I got the 11 from. That's exactly what I was. Ellen was accused of stealing. She had stolen a locket. What else have patients given her? This is how are you today? What are you doing on Valentine's Day?
It's the anniversary of my parents' death today.
God.
I went to the lake house. I always go to the lake house anyway. But it's also where they died.
Don't. Right, don't do it. When you do it at the lake house, your patient die. How did your patients die?
They died of
Parents,
carbon
sorry.
monoxide poisoning. I was staying at a friend's house. Otherwise, I would have died too.
Okay. What did you do at the lake house?
I stood for a while, looking across the water. It's peaceful there. It's the place that makes me feel the most. There was a girl there, by the lake, only about 9 or 10. She was fishing, if you can call it that, with one of those nets on a stick.
Did you speak to the girl?
I don't know why I talked to her. She looked sad. I don't usually talk to children, but she seemed different, special. I'm allowed to talk to her, aren't I, Doctor?
Yeah. You can talk to the girl. No, don't talk with the girl. Why was the girl sad? Doing Valentine's Day.
David had been hunting again, and, well, she's seen some of the skins he hung around the lake house.
Yeah, that'll do it. Where is David today?
David wasn't there. Or at least I didn't see him. I didn't go inside. I forgot my key, and the spare was missing.
What skins did the girl see?
Animal skins. David hunts, then skins.
Yeah.
It's horrible, really. He's not really good at either job, so the skins still have great lumps of bloody carcass hanging off them. I'm sure he'll get better with practice.
You can talk with the girl. No, don't talk with the girl. What are you doing Valentine's Day?
The day Dr. Dekker was killed, I had a session with him in the morning at my usual time, 11 o'clock. That was the last time I saw him.
Something about that guy said about that extra hour. That's ringing around in my head right now. That extra hour that guy was talking about. That's popping in the back of my mind and it's niggling at me for some reason. I don't know why. Don't talk to the girl. What did you talk to Dr. Dekker about in the last session?
Dr. Dekker made me an offer that I couldn't refuse. I'll be taking it to the grave with me, though. As did he.
That's what I'm talking about. There was something going on here that I think all of them know and they're not revealing to me. And they're all in on it, maybe. And he's lost his life and now I've just stepped in and now it's like they all know something that I don't know and they're drip feeding it to me. This is weird. This is really weird. Anyway, guys, I need a coffee, alright? I've got the munchies, I need some food, alright? I'm dying for something to eat. Hope you enjoyed this. I might go live again tomorrow night if you want, and we'll carry on with this if you like it. Alright, just hit the like button, you know, don't be afraid to subscribe, like, comment, and ring my ding dong, and then you'll be notified next time I go live, okay? Because a lot of you have commented tonight saying, I didn't receive a notification. It's because you didn't ring the bell. Just saying. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching. I love all of you. I'll see you guys later. Cheerio.